receive honors and slights in exactly the same way. Today on Fortitude Through Stoicism, and this is my 365-day journey of implementing the ancient philosophy of Stoicism into the life of this modern masculine man. I absolutely love this one. I really, truly do. And I gotta say that throughout my journey, I've realized that so many of the Stoic principles that I'm reading about, I already had, already possessed. So this one is about receiving honors and, well, having it taken away. The quote, Marcus Aurelius, "Receive without pride, let go without attachment." In my life, I let people in, but it's also a revolving door because I have very high standards and very high expectations, and my boundaries are immovable. So people that think they can change me or persuade me or move me, it's never going to happen. And what they realize is they thought they could, and then their expectations are shattered, and it doesn't work for them. That's fine. But what I love about this is Ryan Holiday gives the example of Cato during the civil war between Pompey and Caesar. Now, what happened was this civil war, Caesar just came down, just conquered Gaul. Basically, Pompey fled with Cato, and he gave Cato control of the entire military fleet. But then, not too long after, the political rumblings within Pompey's inner circle caused him to retract the promotion to Cato. Now, Cato is historic for being a Stoic, walking through the streets of Rome without a coat on, just so that he can feel what it's like to be cold. Interesting. So when Cato received such an honor, he accepted it. When it was taken away from him, he accepted it in the exact same fashion. And so as I was reading this today, I remembered to myself, Marine Corps boot camp, 1997. So in Marine Corps, you have several squads, and then you have a guide. The guide is the one that marches in front of the platoon. He's the one that kind of leads the squad leaders. He is the leader of the platoon, peer leader of the platoon, always appointed by the drill instructors. I was guide pretty much every single second of my basic training, with the exception of one day I was fired. We're doing something for no reason. My senior drill instructor, guide. So I go around there, "Aye, sir, you're fired." "Aye, sir." Fucking ran away, Workman. Brought up workman. "You're now guide." "Aye, sir." So for me, I went back to doing what I was doing. I'm thinking to myself, fuck, thank God, man. That's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of work. I'm just doing my thing as a Marine. At the end of the day, "O'Neill." "Aye, sir. You're guide again." "Aye, sir." Ran back, started doing my shit again to myself. I'm thinking, fuck me, man. I got this shit again. But in reality, what happened was that honor was taken away from me. And it is an honor in the platoon because you're the one that carries the guide on you. You are the guide. When you're going up against another platoon, hand-to-hand combat, pugil sticks, whatever you're doing, you fight the other guide for bragging rights within your company. The senior drill instructor, Staff Sergeant Scott, said to me at the end of the day when he went back and gave me the guide on again, he said, "Listen, O'Neill, I wanted to fire you to see how you'd handle it." He goes, "You're a fucking peckerhead." It was interesting because great relationship. And I'm going to tell him a little side story here because it's fascinating. I loved my senior drill instructor. He was a boxer in the Marine Corps. Tremendous amount of respect for that man. Loved him, still do to this day. And he brought me aside right before graduation. He goes, "Listen, O'Neill." He goes, "You're a hell of a leader. You're a hell of a warrior." He goes, "But as a white dude," he goes, "you got no rhythm." And he goes, "There's no way I can have you march in front of this platoon on graduation day." Because it's just truth, man. Drill, I have my cane. I'm all pumped up. Fuck, man. And so the only time that I didn't march in front of my platoon was on graduation day, and it's because my rhythm sucked. And that's okay. And I didn't get upset about that. I slid back into a squad leader position, because it's true. It's true. I don't have rhythm, and drill is not my thing, you know. But when you got to go hand to hand, and somebody's got to win that motherfucker, well, that's on me. And so either way, I respect the opportunity to serve my platoon. I respect and accept the burden of leadership. And through my demotion, I accepted it. For me, it was a relief. I didn't show it, but it was. And then when I was promoted again, yep, I accepted it. It was a burden. I didn't show it. But shouldn't that be the same in all things? Like, why do we need such praise for doing the basic things in life? I never understood that. Never understood that. Congratulations, you're an adult. You can stand on your own 2 feet. Golf clap. Like, shouldn't that be a standard of, like, a basic standard? But not in today's world anymore. Not in today's world anymore. People are coddled. They're enabled. Most people cannot stand on their own 2 feet themselves. Why do you think there's so many people in miserable marriages? Because they can't split up. Because, God, one of them can't stand on their own 2 feet alone. They're you know, co-enabled, or whatever they call it. So, Stoicism teaches us, whether it's a win, it's a loss, we accept it no matter what it is. Promotion, demotion, it is what it is. Win or loss. No need to celebrate, no need to mourn. Go back to work. That's all that it is. And that's all it'll ever be. And on that, it's time for me to get on a plane.